Hello everyone, this is Nurhan Zakaria, and today I'll be reviewing Possessed by Niki Valentine. How many of us actually believe in possession? I assume not too many. People consider it a myth that doesn't occur in reality anymore. So does Emma, the protagonist of Possessed, and the novel was released on the 25th of October 2012. Emma is a girl from the working class who gets a scholarship at a prominent music school called the Conservatoire. And because this is a lifetime opportunity, she plans to make the best of it and work hard to achieve her dream of being a concert pianist. When Emma arrives there, she meets the beautiful and identical twins Sophie and Mathilde. Both twins introduce her to hangouts and parties. She finds it hard to resist because she's never been to such places before that are expensive and classy. The twins are identical, but their completely different personalities make them distinguishable. Sophie is outgoing and confident, in contrast to Mathilde, who is quiet and shy. The plot complication arises when Mathilde commits suicide and strange things start to happen to Emma. She wakes up at strange places, not knowing how she got there, and she sees weird visions. This makes her doubt herself and her thoughts, but she has no one to turn to. She loses trust for Sophie, who is sinister and mean. Possessed is a psychological horror that is suggested as perfect for Black Swan fans. Because it's horror and mystery, it appeals to young adults. It highlights element of mystery and suspense that drives us into reading more of it to find answers. Valentine's thorough explanation of the bizarre incidents that happened to Emma encourages us to read on. The dark atmosphere gives the haunted feeling to the story. Even the narrative voice is in the third person, and this does not provide us with the three-dimensional characters. Although the story is mainly about Emma, her character does not develop throughout the story. So the writer basically concentrates on what happens to Emma rather than her character and her personality. As readers, we would notice Emma's inability to stand against the mean Sophie, but the novel does not go deep in the reasons behind why this happens. How Emma gets close to the twins is not highlighted either. The story only mentions how Emma felt comfortable around Mathilde and how she gets affected when Mathilde dies, as she found many similarities with her. Emma's extreme depression becomes very strange to readers, especially that her twin Sophie does not seem affected by the news. Even Mathilde's suicide does not make sense to us or Emma until the very end. Also, Sophie's mean actions towards Mathilde are unexplainable. So all those aspects are meant to add more mystery to the strange things that happen to Emma and that she experiences till the end of the novel, which makes us question the sanity of characters. The gloomy atmosphere creates a sense of mystery to foreshadow the upcoming events of the story. But we find it difficult to know exactly what is wrong because the narrative reads like a puzzle that will become as confused as Emma is. Emma's realistic mind denies that her body is possessed by the dead twin Mathilde, so she believes that Sophie is behind everything that's happening to her. The story later reveals unexpected facts that give answers to the reasons behind Mathilde's death, but it ends without giving answers to other questions. The writer gives two explanations for the readers to consider and leaves the interpretation of the story to the personal beliefs. So Possessed is basically not for readers who can't wait for answers because the story needs deep thought. The strange things that Emma experiences on a daily basis accommodates and raises questions until the climax. And that climax provides answers to some questions, but not all. Possessed will appeal mainly to those who love reading horror stories and solving mysteries, since wide imagination is an important aspect to understand the story. It's very interesting to read because the story comes from a unique theme. Valentine combines the ambiguity of characters with supernatural elements and provides us with a real psychological thriller. Another interesting thing is her thorough description of music and how Emma plays the piano. It reflects Valentine's comprehensive knowledge of the piano as an instrument. Also, her explanation of Emma's emotional experience as she plays the piano adds further spiritual element to her story because of the adult's deep appreciation of music. And this is another way that relates to young adults. Valentine's philosophical thoughts indicates her wisdom and profound thinking. Overall, Valentine satisfied her goals of presenting a complete psychological thriller. Her story will take you to another world far from reality. One last note, if you have a habit of reading at night when everyone else is asleep, you better change these habits, because some scenes will make you jump off your seat. So I advise you to keep the lights on. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed Valentine's book.